Right, are we recording? I hope so. We should be, because I've got things to talk about. So it's 75 years this year since the King died, Elvis Presley. And they are releasing another CD. Yes, another one of those dreaded CDs that you almost have. You know, you almost got like a CD lying around with Elvis hits on it, and they go and release another one. Well, I want to point out, I wanted to make this vlog about something that I suppose it really gets on my tits, because anybody who basically, well, knows me and everything, it's to do with Shaky and Stevens. And I suppose Shaky and Elvis have their comparisons, and this is really what does get on my tits, because a lot of people don't know basically the full story or truth, right? And I really believe that there's going to be some people who will comment on this, because they're going to think I know nothing when I know more than some people. But it's not a comparison, right? If you think Shaky and Stevens is practically the Welsh Elvis, then you are totally wrong, and you know absolutely nothing about music whatsoever. Because Shaky and Stevens does not, I repeat, not have any connections whatsoever with Elvis Presley, apart from the fact that he played him in a musical. There is no connection whatsoever about Shaky and Stevens being anything but a Welsh Elvis. He was not, I mean, it's because people say that he's influenced by Elvis. He was not, I repeat, not influenced by Elvis in one single bit. Shaky and Stevens started his career in 1969. He was basically wanting to work with an idol. He wanted to work with Rockin' Louie, who was practically Shaky Stevens' musical idol. He wanted to. He was able to do that when he had a band called Shaky Stevens and the Sunset. They were known as a band before that, but they basically were his first. That was really when the band really took off, basically. Dave Edmunds got on a record deal with EMI. They were actually going to work for John Peel's record label. They did a few bits and pieces with him, but it never come about, so practically that all got scrapped. And basically, Parlophone label was the very first label that he was signed to, and they released their first album, A Legend. And it was like Shaky Stevens always wanted to work with Rockin' Louie. He grew up on records, and they made an album, and they thanked a lot of people on that first album. They thanked Danny the Juniors, Alan Freed, lots of people, but they didn't thank Elvis. And you know why? Because they wanted to thank the people that they loved, the people that influenced their music, their love of music. It wasn't so much they hated Elvis. They didn't tell us like Elvis was crap and that. They just didn't really want to be thanking people that didn't really appeal to them, because they wanted to be influenced by their own musicians, and that, like Shaky Stevens wanted to work with Rockin' Louie. That was his idol, right? So, and it worked like that all through the years of the early 70s. They made records. They probably covered the odd like Elvis track, but majority of looking through material, if they wanted to cover any as well as their own material, was, well, Paul Barrett wrote some songs for the act, but they wanted to basically record some material, but they never went through like the whole of Elvis's back catalogue. But they did a few songs, but like I said, they were not influenced. Shaky Stevens was not influenced one single bit by Elvis Presley, right? And yet there was always that comparison. The moves were not even done. He never copied Elvis's moves. I actually think, and this is, I'm not entirely sure, but I believe he could have been studying James Brown. I do believe that Shaky Stevens had a bit of a soft spot for James Brown, and that might be where some of the moves come from. So people actually do believe that Shaky Stevens is a Welsh Elvis. You know fuck all, right? You need to go and read the facts. You need to go and read a biography about Shaky Stevens before you can actually comment such a thing, right? Because you know crap. He wasn't even officially the first person to actually play Elvis in a musical. That was actually going to be PJ Proby's job. He didn't want it, so they asked Shaky. So even that was a standing, filling-in job. And yet a lot of people actually do comment on the fact that, oh, Shaky Stevens like the Welsh Elvis. They're probably looking at the moves and thinking comparisons. But like I said, I do believe that Shaky Stevens had a little soft spot for James Brown. So that doesn't mean he actually got the move from Elvis, but he got the move from James Brown. See, it all works. You see that, and that's what you've got to remember. It's all different. People don't know jack shit when they come to it. So I just wanted to get that off my chest, so that people knew exactly what was right and wrong in terms of it. So it is sad that Elvis is long gone, but he's got not a patron Shaky and doesn't really get influenced by him, because like I said, Shaky Stevens was, he had other idols, he had other people that he loved more, and he didn't really, just the fact that he recorded some of his songs and played them in musicals doesn't mean anything. It's just the fact that, you know, you've always got your own idols in music. Anyway, that's it for now, so ciao.